Hi guys, Paul UK Reefer, the Red Sea Max Nano build. We are on day 19 of the cycle, so 2.5 weeks, and it's really coming along. So I followed Dr. Tim's advice after watching the Magna conference. I raised temperature up a couple of degrees to 28.2 because there's no livestock in, and the bacteria grow better there. I lowered salinity to about 1.024, could have gone lower but left it. And obviously had the bio balls in the back, well not bio balls, they're the ceramic filtration that we mentioned, marine pure bio balls or whatever they're called. So yeah, we're now in a position where I dumped ammonium chloride in, which, if you excuse the poor filming, is Dr. Tim's ammonium chloride. Took about 10 days for the, or maybe 12 days for the ammonia to go down. Nitrite spiked quite a lot and just started to come down in the last couple of days quite rapidly, so I thought I'll chuck another dose in of ammonium chloride to be absolutely sure that we've got a really good filtration population in there. And I'm happy to say that it's only taken a day to remove the ammonia. So here is nitrite and nitrate. So poor camera angle that, but basically nitrite is at about half a ppm, and that went down from 1 ppm yesterday. So I'm expecting by tomorrow, the day after, that nitrite will be gone completely, and then that soup of nitrate will need a water change. So I'll probably do a 50% water change to knock the nitrates right down, but I don't want to go too low nutrients because I've learned my lesson from that. So I'm going to aim for 0.1p phosphate or just under if I can, and about 10 nitrate, and then I know I've got a little bit of nutrients in there, and I'm not gonna, hopefully not gonna go back to Dinoville. We definitely don't want to go there. So cycle's not far off. I'm hoping next 3 or 4 days, perhaps even into the weekend. It is Tuesday the 25th, so I'm hoping into the weekend we might be able to add some fish, and I want to try and find a nice little special rare clown set, or pair should I say, to go in there. The only other major change I've done is I have completely got bored and annoyed with the auto top up. As most people have, it literally a day and a half and it's gone, especially when I'm running the water at 28 degrees. It's absolutely sucking the auto top up down. So what I've done, if you can notice here, there's a tube going in here, and you might be able to see, probably not. Oh yeah, there we are. There is an optical sensor there. And I've gone with the trusty one that I've used in every tank, which is the micro auto top up, about £99. And I've bought a cheap aquarium underneath here, you'll see. A cheap aquarium, there's the auto top up pump, and a cheap aquarium from Pets at Home. And yes, it is next to the power cables, and yes, there is a better power socket with one of them jobs to do to install somehow and try and keep everything safe. So I've still got a bit of work to do on the electrics, but I really hate that part, so I leave it till the last possible moment. But yeah, auto top up wise holds about 10 litres, which is, or maybe, sorry, 12 litres, which does me about 8 days, which I'm happy with. So yeah, we're nearly ready for livestock. The water is absolutely crystal clear. That is you looking through the water to the other side of the kitchen, and it is ridiculous. The part that I had installed here, the plastic guard that I had 3D printed, has been perfect. Hardly any noise. I've left a little bit of filter floss in here and the filter sock for the moment. And to be completely honest with you, long term, I will probably be just running a bit of filter floss there rather than the filter sock with this guard. So it will probably remove the filter sock completely, put this guard on top with a little bit of square cut filter floss to polish the water. But again, that will only be if I've got a decent bio load in the tank and lots of nutrients. I'm really not going to run the risk of hitting zero again and having to fight the tank. So lots of clean up crew, lots of nutrients. The light has not turned on since the moment I installed it and checked it. That won't turn on even when I get the clowns in. I'm going to follow BRS's advice and try and do the 4-month cycle. And although that isn't great for coral growth, I'm probably not going to put anything too testing in from a coral perspective until I know we've got a really, really good long cycle on the tank, which includes when livestock go in. So yeah, we're probably going to go along the lines of a couple of clowns, maybe a pistol and goby pair, because I really enjoyed watching them before, a couple of shrimps or one shrimp, load of cleanup crew, and then there'll probably only be room for 1 or 2 more fish, and they're only going to be small, so something that swims around the top of the tank. I haven't really made my mind up yet. If I can get a wrasse that will stay in here and is small enough, then I will do that, but I don't want to put anything in here that's not suited to this environment, so I'll take a bit of advice from the local fish shops on that one. So yeah, nice short brief update. Cycle's bouncing after 19 days. I think probably by day 23 we're going to be there. So 3.5 week cycle, which isn't bad to say. It was all dry rock and dry biospheres in the back. There was a bit of live sand and obviously live Dr. Tim's, which has helped liven it up. But I really do feel like the temp last time when I cycled using the same sorts of things, the nitrite stayed forever, and I feel like it's been a bit quicker this time, and I'm going to put that down to making sure I dose the right amount of bacteria, the temperature increases. And the other thing I've done, last update, the other thing I've done is I've tested alkalinity absolutely every single day. As you can see, I've been using the Hannah checker for that. This kit is awesome. That gives me an alkalinity reading in about 30 seconds after doing it also. And what I found is, and Dr. Tim said it on his speech at Macna, he said that basically the alkalinity will be used up by the bacteria during the cycle more than it will be once the cycle's complete. Now, I never thought it would be enough to worry about, but I have been putting it in and checking the alkalinity and try to keep it around 8.5. And I've had to dose about 6 or 7 mils of alkalinity every single day. So I've been doing that with the Red Sea alkalinity. But yeah, I've been using kind of 1 to 2 of this side full, put into the flow on the top of the tank really gently so it doesn't sort of congeal when it goes in or precipitate. And I've been having to do that every day to keep the alkalinity up. And I think that might be another reason why it's gone so smoothly this cycle, because the alkalinity and pH have been buffered up nice and high. So there's another tip. Don't know if it works, but I can only share my experiences. So far, I wouldn't have changed anything I've done with this cycle. I definitely wouldn't have used live rock. All the live rock around the area that I live in is absolutely caked in Aptasia, and if I can save that battle for another day, I'm going to do it. So really like the look of the real Reefer rock. The colours stayed absolutely true to when it went in the tank. It hasn't faded or anything. And yeah, looking forward to it now, getting a few fish in and really taking my time with this, and I'm going to make sure that I do everything right. If something goes wrong, it does, but it won't be through rushing. So yeah, please thumbs up, subscribe, comments. There's been some good comments already, so thanks for following everything, guys, and good luck with your tanks. Cheers.